Hello my little thieves, it is Phantom here and welcome back to another stream. We won't be reading our book today because today we're reading a visual novel anyways. So the book reading will happen tomorrow still. I'm still having my dinner. So I only have 2 pieces of sushi left, so I'll be finishing those off and then we'll get started. Hello Puri! Hi! Welcome. I have to say though, I'm not having the greatest day in the entire world. I opened my emails to discover that there has been some changes with my university applications, and I got rejected for the one that I had an interview for. So I am now down to one of 2 choices, and hopefully the first choice will be Gucci, because I really am not keen on going back to doing animal biology. You're eating Korean fried chicken? Fire chicken? Is that like super spicy chicken? Or did you eat fried chicken? This is just super spicy chicken? It's spicy chicken. Okay. Puri really likes Shy Lily, huh? She is adorable. She is the cutest. Hang on, let me just finish my batsushi. Me? Cute? No. I think Shy Lily cute. Oh, well, you want to? Do you want to come here? Did they put the address here? They did not. Did they? I thought they did. Oh yeah, they did. Wait, cough somewhere else, not in my face. That was Min's mom. Let me just send her the address really quick. I'm sorry, I'm not very unbecoming to talk with my mouthful, but ho hum. I thought I copied the damn thing. What the fuck? Totally not me looking for the address. And the address is right on the top right. What the fuck? Huh? I can't copy it. Oh, let me see. Oh, that looks good. It even looks. There's that cheese. Cute wolf friend. Oh, hi Ragnar. You're cute too. Not yet, but since I'm eating, I can go check. And I'm gonna go take a look. Open the link. Why am I opening the link? I'm just trying to copy paste it. Let me copy paste it. There we go. Oh my god. Let me go. Since we're not in game yet, I can go check Twitter. Ragnar. I draw a cool. Okay. Sheesh! I just saw it. You're in a bunny outfit. Is it comfortable? I heard it's quite breezy. I heard it's quite breezy. It's quite breezy, isn't it? Don't you feel cold? Oh wait, you're an ice wolf. Never mind, ignore the question. That's true, because you're an ice wolf. Uh, anyway, so hopefully everything will go well on the 16th. I don't know if you heard her when she was barging in and was like, It's this date, right?" Excuse me. But yeah, the applicant day is on the 16th, so hopefully that goes well, and such, and I will get in. I think you told me this before. We'll continue where we left off. I think I have to read straight after we get in though. Let me finish chewing. Oops. Yeah, we're back in this game. I can't close my bottle. I can't close my bottle. Alright. If you guys are weak to frights and things like myself, please do go get a pillow. I will not be responsible if you punch the screen of your PC or your laptop. Okay? Wonderful. Alright. Walking out of the kitchen, I just accept the fact that whatever he says will go well under his roof. Mrs. Wright and the photographer are still far too busy in conversation to notice me, even as I make my way through the dining hall. Besides, I don't want to ruin their fun.
Well, it wasn't really a big thing. People didn't like Blue Fonzie very much.
People don't like a film about colors. I suppose they would have liked Blue Bibby a lot more.
Going to the foyer has me stumble upon the family butler once more, who raises a brow at my presence.
And where are you off to in a hurry, Miss McCulloch? The foreman is looking for you.
I like him. I like him. He's funny.
The Bratwurst wants us off the clock. He's dismissing us early because of... Oh, I don't know. He just wants us out of here.
I'll go and call a cab for you then. It would be for the best that you leave when he asks you to.
I don't doubt it. Oh, we have something new in the journal. Let's go read. Let's go read. Let's go read. Where is it? To keep her mind off things that haunted her, Marianne McCulloch focused on assisting the Wrights during their move-in. Later that afternoon, she was chatting with Luke Wright, who then demanded she and the rest of her crew take an early leave. I forgot about Marianne's accent. Yeah, I sort of forgot it too. I used to read these non-dialogue bits with a bit of an accent if they had an accent. But I'm not good with accents, so I tend not to. My ride back to the city doesn't take too long to get here. Granted, there were some difficulties at first because the driver didn't know where the Ermengarde mansion is. Hey, gotta practice? I don't know. I'm not good with accents in general, so I try not to do them because I don't want to offend anybody with my sucky impressions. He tried to he tried to have us hand over GPS coordinates from our smartphones or some other techno babble I don't care about, and the butler didn't understand. But as soon as we told him it's a haunted mansion over in Ainslam Village, he knew just the place, and finally headed over, albeit with some hesitation. All that all the way back to the city, the driver keeps complaining about that place giving him the willies. For those of you who don't know, the willies, it means like the heebie-jeebies. It gives me willies too. Also, willies can also mean pee-pee. So it depends on the context. I would have loved to snap at him. But as soon as the thought occurs to me, another blossoms in the forefront of my mind. One that has somehow bothered me greatly, more than my exasperation over whiskey and this project, or wanting all of it to stop. There has to be no Lorianne. Fuck, I keep mispronouncing her name. There has been no Lorraine whispering over my ears today. I can do 3 accents, the Chan accent and a very exaggerated Aussie. I see. I mean, the current accent I have is a very American accent, apparently. And obviously I could do my native accent, which is, Asian, but I can only ever do that with family. I can sometimes force it out, though. Sometimes. Worse. I find myself searching for it. Is it over here? Over here? Over here, maybe? It's kinda catchy. Snape. Severus Snape. Searching for her. Damen Ustis. I don't know. Hey, wait. No. How do you pronounce that? I wanna know. Google, how do you pronounce this? Google, how do you pronounce this? Oh, if I'm speaking to family members in pocket. Yeah. You have like a home accent and an outside accent when you're from a different country as opposed to England or America. Yeah. How do you say that? I feel like that says damn it in a different language. I don't know. How do you pronounce this? Google. Excuse me. Ugh. Portugal just has many accents. You see, I'm in center and we have former accents. Yeah. It's the same with here in the UK, because they'll have the Somerset accent, the London accent. People from Manchester or Liverpool have a different accent. Yeah. Oh, it's Irish. It says damn her. So I'm just gonna say damn her. Damn her. Loose ends? Fucking bloody loose ends everywhere. I thought I've already moved past this years ago. And it does nothing to help me curb my frustration. If anything, it only ensures that I want a stiff drink. My nose is clogged. Ugh. My nose. I have no tissues. It went away. And where else do I go to drink? Tuesdays are for karaoke and Wednesdays, improv. Usually, there are these four guys who did hilarious games. The one with Irish drinking songs are always a crowd favorite. Though I love a good laugh, stand-up comedy isn't my thing. And without Cam or Haruna or any other distractions, I end up drinking a lot more this time. And when there are several bottles of beer in me, I get really, really embarrassing.
Hey, G! Psst! G, come over here. I need you for something.
It's a good thing the bartender is a nice fellow. I'd probably have been kicked out of other places by now. Or worse. If push comes to shove, all he would give me is an easy smile and a shake of his head, even when he's attending to other customers. Just like now.
Give me a moment, will ya? I gotta go check on her.
He's some Asian guy? And I'm pretty sure I've seen him here before a couple of times, although he never talks to anyone else except G. The girls used to be all over him too, but he's always turned them away.
I'll be here. You go do that before she falls over.
Wait, no way, no way. It's Ashton. It's Ash.
All right. What is it? Do you need someone to help you get home?
Bartender, pour the wine.
I think that's enough alcohol for you, little missy. I'm cutting
Asian
you off.
Joe, yeah. I feel like that's a police thing, isn't it? They call like unknowns Joes, and then they call I feel like that's also a general thing as well, because you'd see like that old Joe or something like that. I feel like if it was a girl, it would say something Jane or Jane Doe. A whine comes from the back of my throat as he pulls my bottle away. I have no hope in getting them back once they're behind the counter. Even in my drunken mind, I don't dare hop over it for them. Because what little sense I have left knows I'd sooner take the floor dive than succeed in wresting a bottle from a sober man. But that doesn't stop me from trying to reach out with my arms like a stupid idiot anyway. Is John or Jane Doe? Oh, I thought it was Joe. Oh, maybe it's because of the dough. Oh, can you imagine if they call it John Joe instead of John Doe? John Joe? Joe Doe? Yeah, that'd be a fun name. Joe Doe. Jado! Jado! Oh my god. Can you imagine? Someone out there in the world probably is called Joe Doe, and you could just do that. Like, Jado! Hey, Jado! How you doing today, Jado? What the fuck? He smiles and shakes his head, just like I know he would. I know he would? Just like I know he would, rather than I knew he would. Hang on. This is gonna sound so gross. Sorry about that. He died, but we couldn't identify who he was. It's a Jado! Oh my god, that would make the forensics team fucking laugh their asses off. It's Jado, guys. What do you mean, Jado? We don't know who he is. No one identified him. It's Jado. Huh? Jado! Oh, Joe Doe. Right. Jado. Right, okay. He smiles and shakes his head just like I know he would before going back to the other guy.
Right now, where were we? How you holding up, boy?
With no drink and no one to really chat with, I would have gone home or gone to sleep right on the bar right there and then. But I'm not ready to stand up and try to trek back home just yet. I was about to say your name. Dante! Hi! Hey, Haseo. Haseo? I hardly even know him. Your name's Dante, isn't it?
I take it the investigation isn't going well.
When does it ever? But that's not the problem. No, it's...
Is this about that hit and run from yesterday's morning news? I saw it. I just didn't know if it was the same girl you're always groaning on about.
How am I doing? I could be better, but you know what? I already feel better because I'm streaming. You guys make me feel better.
But this just proves it, doesn't it? You don't have a drink.
She might never wake up, G. And we can't find the son of a bitch that thought it was alright just to leave her there in the road.
Can't you just run plates nowadays? I mean, I just got a ticket for a busted taillight the other day, and they were on that quicker than you can say Bob's your uncle.
The footage is a mess for some reason. And the tech guys are trying to clean it up, which just skews me off, you know. Those things are HD traffic and security cams. They haven't failed before.
That's good if you're feeling better. Yeah. It's only been half an hour, but I feel better already. It's kind of a sucky start to the day since I only just turned my PC on and checked my emails and stuff. But you know what? You guys make me feel better. Being here and being able to entertain you guys make me feel better.
And you're thinking there's something foul afoot, is that it?
Thanks for the hydrate. Their talk would have interested me, would have kept my attention if I gave a damn. But in my current state, I can barely give two fucks about the things going on around me. All these words are just buzzing, barely surfacing from the sea of sounds that is the pub. And it would have stayed that way, perhaps even drowned, if I didn't hear his name.
Luke Wright. You know the guy. And don't pretend like you don't, G. It takes a special kind of ignorant not to know who he is.
That smug blonde who likes throwing round his money. He was just here a few days ago, as a matter of fact.
Don't worry, I'll stay hydrated, don't worry. I just had a bunch of water just now because I just finished my dinner, sushi. So I had to take a huge gulp of some water.
Great tipper, if you think him just dumping a water cash on the counter after having too much whiskey counts as tipping. Why are you asking? He dirty?
You have no idea, G. He's probably the worst sort you can imagine.
Oh, you mean the type to cheat on his wife? Not tell her even though she's such a loving wife? I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God, Hannah deserves so much better than Luke. Like, they were probably lovely high school sweethearts at the beginning, but Luke is such an asshole. If anyone dies while I'm doing this playthrough, it has to be Luke. I will not save his ass. Luke fucking Wright. What can you say? Hey! 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 Do you like all these? Do you like all these? All these nuts fit in your mouth! I can't believe you made me say this nuts joke. Do you like all these nuts that fit in your mouth? Ah. You guys, we talking about peanuts? Do you want peanuts, cashew nuts, what kind of nuts? Or do you mean... Do you want some balls? Almonds? Of course peanuts. Almonds? Almonds? Ooh. I'm not really the biggest fan of almonds, to be honest. I like sunflower seeds. Are they nuts? No, they're seeds. Nuts. What's my favorite nut? Walnuts are kind of bitter. I don't like walnuts. But then that might just be because I've had raw walnuts. I guess peanuts would be the default favorite. Oh, cashew nuts. I love cashew nuts. Or even Chinese cashew nuts. I don't know if you guys had those. Are they called cashew nuts actually? Roasted cashew nuts are goated. Roasted peanuts are goated. Damn. Chinese. Is it cashew nuts? Or is it winter nuts? I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what the nuts are called. They're red cashew nuts, I think? I don't think so. No, there's like a specific nut I'm thinking about at the moment. Can't remember what it's called though. I know what they look like. They kind of look like the conkos. I don't know if you know what those are here in the UK. Excuse me. Man, we really stopping the game just to look for this nut. This particular nut. Let's go. We're looking for a nut, guys. What kind of nut? I don't know. It's an Asian nut. Yo, they really don't have it. They really don't know what I'm trying to talk about. Oh, here it is. No, that's just a picture of what it is. Did it say what it is, though? Nope. Doesn't even say what it is. Pili nuts? No, that's not it. That's not it. I found a picture of it, though. That's a start. It's a start. I can't believe you started this, Haseo. I should stop the game just to look for a nut. It's the kind that you find in... Oh, it's chestnuts. Oh, what the fuck? They're just called chestnuts. The Chinese chestnuts. When you go to a Chinese market, they always have these. And they have them like frying in a dry wok. And they taste so good. Yeah, the chestnuts. Yeah. They're so good. They're so nice. They're so good. Okay, back to the game. No more nut distractions. No more nut. Fucking whiskey. Even without him around, I'm still hearing about the guy. What the absolute fuck? Despite this, I find myself getting up and sauntering over to join them before I pipe up.
Is this smack talk about Luke fucking right I'm hearing, eh?
Private conversation here, lady.
There's only amusement in G's face. The Asian guy? He starts to look ticked off as hell.
Don't worry, Holmes. She's clean. And she might be able to help you with your, predicament.
We call them chestnuts here. They're popular amongst the holidays. Oh, okay. I mean, I usually just call them Chinese chestnuts since I've only ever had them in China. And they're just so nice during the winter.
Course. A drunk's just stumbled through here with what I need. Get real, G. No offense, lady, but you're smashed.
So?
I know, right? Nothing beats being drunk after a hard day's work. Especially when you're working for Mr. Luke Wright.
So she works for the guy? Doesn't that make her, I don't know, suspect?
See, have a little faith in me, why don't ya? I don't have much, and you might as well have something to go off. You're the one who was so desperate to come running to me for business.
Yoo-hoo! Still right here, fellas. 5'11". Can't miss me. Unlike Shorty over here.
Oh no, she just said he's short.
What's with that mad look? You want to dance, boy? You don't look like you can bust a groove. Maybe a leg, but with that fancy coat of yours.
You know, can't lie. He's got a nice coat. To add insults to injury, I moved directly behind him to use the top of his head as an armrest. But when he shakes me off, I plopped into the seat right next to him.
Don't try me. You can hardly stay on your feet. We don't want to ruin your fancy coat, do we?
Ah, children, the both of you. But you're still standing after all that, are you? Matt, you see this giantess? She's a legendary regular here. Been drinking like there's no tomorrow. I'm a bit jealous. Can't do that anymore or my liver will give out on me. Good with the mic, too. Don't see you much recently, but I guess you're always busy, aren't you? You're some fancy designer or something, if I remember correctly.
And the school I used to go to from 1st to 4th grade, we used to make a cafe and roast them. Ah, that does sound nice. I would prefer to just fry them in the wok rather than roast them, but yeah, that's one way to do it.
Wait, I know you. You were at the open house for the mansion.
Yeah, that's right. Marianne McCulloch. I'm a famous interior designer extraordinaire. Ooh, that rhymes.
Oh my god, I fucking love her drunk. She's funny.
Anyway, you guys were talking about that weenie Luke right?
Oh my god, I fucking love her.
Or something. Can't really talk about it. I don't even know if I can trust you, even if G said you're clean. But anything would be of help.
Well, I don't gossip about my clients, if that's all there is to this.
You wanted to gossip about him a few minutes ago, Marianne.
And that was the beer talking, not Marianne.
'Twas the beer, guys. I'm drunk. Don't listen to me.
You won't mind if we ask the beer a few questions then?
Maybe. Depends on who's asking and what they're asking.
Oh my god, I fucking love her drunk.
But seriously, that guy is abso-fucking-lutely frustrating.
I agree. If I play him soon, I will wreck his face. If I find out that he has some dumbass reason for what he does when we get to his perspective, I'm gonna absolutely kill him.
One moment, he's an absolute dickhead. And then he's acting like an actual decent human being the next. I just can't figure him out. I can't imagine how that pretty wife of his can put up with him. If I were her, I'd dump his flat arse straight up.
And I'm not just saying that because I think Hannah's pretty or anything. Luke is a catch too. They both are. But I really cannot, for the love of all things holy, see how they even work out together.
So, Luke Wright, have you noticed anything strange about him while you were working with him? Anything peculiar? Of note?
You're the one being peachy right about now, Holmes. But nah, nothing that comes to mind off the top of my head. He's just like most rich, smarmy arseholes and then some.
A giggle bubbles up and I press my cheek against the cool countertop and my eyes shut tight just because. Eventually, cracking one eye open just in case they thought I'd fallen asleep. I grinned at Holmes.
So, Holmes, I'm guessing you're some private detective or something. Is it Hannah? Did she pay you to look if he's been cheating or some such?
Hannah's the wife, right? What about her? How is she?
How is she or how is she? Well and good.
Jesus Christ, we get it, you're a closeted gay, Marianne, stop!
Definitely the nicer of the two and sexiest, sin to boot.
Oh my god!
Not a private detective, then. Are you from one of them tabloids wanting to know if the Luke Wright doesn't know how to put his pants on right?
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Pants. I'd take the pants off of...
Ah, here we go. Slipping. Doesn't sound very closeted. She is... she comes from like a real... If you're not here from the... If you weren't here for the previous ones, she came from an incredibly Catholic background, and she went to an all-girls Catholic school, and she fell in love with one of her best friends, who in turn fell in love with her as well. But because she's closeted and she thinks it's a sin, she never confessed her true feelings. She rejected her so-called best friend, and said best friend committed seppuku. She's still quite closeted. No one really knows that she's gay. She still acts like it though. She definitely acts like she is very, very the gay, but she will never admit it because she still believes that her having feelings for women is a sin. So she is very closeted. She won't admit that she is a closeted gay, but like she won't admit that she's gay. But it's very obvious she's gay. I haven't been this drunk in such a long time. It's a miracle I've been coherent for as long as I've been right now.
I'm asking you if you've noticed any odd behavior from her.
Odd behave... You what? I wonder how she'd be drunk. I can just imagine her like the giggly sort.
Oh, she's so precious though.
What do you think?
These are serious questions, Marianne. Lives might just be at stake here.
Then maybe you should wait for her to sober up. Get her card or something. Ash, what the fuck?
What do you expect? She's smashed.
Why am I even doing this? This is getting me nowhere, G. She's not a reliable source. The chief, let alone the courts, aren't going to take the word of a drunk. This will be dismissed, and I might be in trouble if they try to argue that I coerced a testimony out of her. This is a fucking train wreck.
You're a fucking train wreck now, if you ask me. Maybe it's about time you apply the brakes and stop for a bit.
And that's good advice, because Ash right now is stressed. He needs a break. He needs a break! The wave of despair that comes over the both of them is palpable. If feelings had a taste, it'd be bitter than the beer I'm full of. And it gets me thinking. Though thinking doesn't get me far with too much shite in my system. Holmes is supposed to be an investigator. He should know drunk people are difficult. Yeah. But I don't think he's worked with many drunks. He has his own ways, you know, Ash.
You know that's not an option. Thanks for being patient, McCullough. Good luck with your work on that mansion.
Speaking of that mansion, there's something going on in that place. Something. As ocht day! No wonder Mr. Wright likes it so much. It's as fishy as he is. Rotten bloke. Maybe that Santos girl is really onto something, eh? Suspicious shite, I'm telling ya. Explains why she's so reluctant.
What do you mean that Santos girl is onto something?
Before I get another word out, there's hands on my shoulders and everything starts to spin. Oh, okay, have fun with Foxy. Tell her I said hi. I quickly slapped his hand away and... oh, fuck. I quickly slap his hands away the best I can and sent him the foulest look I can muster.
Take your hands off me, pipsqueak. I'm not a lady who's shaken or stirred unless you want me up chucking on your pretty hair. But it's just like I said. Are you sure you aren't brain damaged or deaf?
I love her.
Santos girl from BRC showed us this creepy letter. You know, just like those spam stuff you get in your emails. And we thought it was some joke or that the girl was just a bit too green to handle a big sale like that. You should have seen the look on their faces when they saw it. whiskey. That's Luke fucking right, you get me? And the missus didn't look too happy either. I should have taken a picture and posted it everywhere. When rich snobs give you that face, no wonder the Santos girl went all mental on us. Working with them does that, you know? I think I'm about to. I'm not mental yet, am I? Anyway, just like I said, in that man... Hey, you okay? Holmes? You're looking a bit shaky yourself there.
And he really is pale. Paler than before, at least. I can see the gears turning in his head on overtime. Suddenly he shoves a card in my hand. A card in your Ashton Frey. Oh, I forgot that that's his full name. Ashton Frey, like Grey. Mr. Grey! Mr. Grey! On it, his name, Ashton Frey, and his number. But he has second thoughts as he grabs it from me and slips it into his pocket.
You're cute, pretty boy. But I prefer blondies.
Well, you're not exactly my type either, lady.
God damn it!
But listen to me. If something comes up, don't do anything rash. If you think you're in danger or if you see anything suspicious, call me and the authorities as soon as possible. You understand me? That's 99...
I know what the damn emergency number is.
Right, 999. Good.
Oh my god, why do you still have to repeat it? Jesus!
Anyway, I have to run. See you, G.
Oh, okay. Stupid, Ashton. I'm not that dumb. Come on. The interior designer once again drank her frustrations away, and at the crawl bar, albeit heavily intoxicated, she was seen chatting with Ashton Frey, a detective inspector working for the LPD, about Luke Wright. Before abruptly leaving, the detective left her his calling card. I thought he took it back. The guy was quick on his feet, already up and at him as soon as the numbers leave his lips. Watching him as he maneuvers through the crowd of other pubgoers is enough to tire me out. Fast as he can, he's at the door and throws us a smile, and that's all we get before he's gone. Just like that.
Oi, what about your drink, boy? I'll go put it on your tab then.
Holmes boy always like that, G?
Pretty much. But what about you? I suppose I'll put your drinks on your tab too. Don't want you to spill your wallets when you look like you're close to spilling yourself.
Yeah, and if it's fine by you, I think I'll go take a bit of a cat nap here. Just for a sec or two.
Go right ahead. I'll wake you when I close up shop.
Aw, G is so nice. She's snoring! Mumbling a sleepy thanks, I doze off on the spot. Face pressed on the counter. I feel like something horrifying is gonna happen. Everybody get your pillows. Already, I dreads the pain I'll have for sleeping in such a position. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. I fucking knew it! Avert your eyes.
Oh, Marianne! How long have you been standing there, dearie?
Come join us, Marianne. We won't bite. Unless you ask, that is.
Not that I can get much sleep to begin with. Do people ever have the feeling that they're working on something they really enjoy, but still, it eventually tires them out? Because honestly, I've been feeling like this.
You have certainly exceeded expectations, Marianne. Everything looks so marvelous, and in such a short time, too.
Though moments like these make all the hard work worth it. Definitely.
Well, I can't take all the credit. People have certainly been enthusiastic
God.
about the idea of working
Ah! Vizio! As Vizio? I'm gonna call you Vizio. Thank you so much for the raid! Woo! Welcome, raiders! Hello. If you don't know me, my name is Phantom. I am a Persona VTuber. I'm an artist, voice actor, and content creator. I do variety streaming here on Twitch. I'm currently playing The Letter, so if you're scared, go get a pillow. Go get a pillow. That's all I gotta say. Go get a pillow. I post other content on YouTube as well. I'm kind of lacking in that department at the moment, but I'm really trying to get myself together, I swear. Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Hello, El Chat Gaming. Welcome. This is your first time here. Welcome, welcome. We are up to random shenanigans. Now I am. Just wait until my true form is revealed. This is temporary. I'm using magic to make myself a cat, okay? This is for your entertainment. Thank you so much, El Chat Gaming, for the follow. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Hello, Tai Time. Hello, Tai Time. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is temporary. I'm using a lot of magic to oh sheesh. Thank you so much for the follow, Tai Time. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy yourself here. I'm using a lot of magic and a lot of mana to keep this form for you guys. But once my artist is done with my live 2D, I will show you what I truly am. And it takes a lot of magic for me to maintain a cat form because I'm not a cat. I'm a wolf. And right now my artist is just working on my live 2D. So my human form is not complete yet. Although there is an image right behind me, as you can see. That's what I look like in human form. So that's what you have to look forward to. Okay. Yeah. It's taking a lot of magic to maintain this form, so I hope it's good. I is an assassin. I am a demon wolf assassin. That's what I am. This form is very temporary. Soon I will take my true form. Not my true form, my human form. What am I talking about? Oh my god. My human form. I can't talk. I'll take my human form and you guys will see that instead. I'm so excited for you to see. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys. I think I'm gonna show you guys a sneak peek. Sneaky peeky. Well, nope. You keep this adorable kid for. Maybe I'll have it as a redeem. I'll have it as a redeem. Will that satisfy you? I'll have it as a redeem. Hang on, I gotta go find it. I gotta go find it. She did so many tests on it. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. I'm satisfied with that, yes. Okay. I'll make it a redeem. Very civilized kitten redeem. Yeah. I'll have so many redeems by the end of this. Okay. Let's see if I can go grab it. Go grab it. Oh shit. Why did it go on that one? That screen, wrong screen. Okay, you guys ready? I am going to tell you that my artist did such a beautiful job. She is so it's so beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. I wish you guys will one day have experienced it and it's glorious. Jajang! Look. I'm so excited for it. She's gonna be working on other stuff too, which is fine. I haven't paid her anyways, and I told her that she could take her time. But she's working on other things at the moment, and she'll be back on the rigging soon. And I'm very excited for it. I love what she's done so far, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I knew I chose right when I asked her to do it. Oh, she's such a sweetie. If you don't know her, go follow her. Go follow her. That's her. Go follow her. She's such a sweetie. Her art's so pretty. If you didn't tell me you're supposed to be a wolf, I would have recruited you as a fellow kitten. Ah, yeah, I'm a wolf. I feel like that's a common misconception for everybody who has ears or has some form, or rather, and other animals are more common than we are. Because us wolves who have ears tend to be mistaken for cats. Wolf using magic to become cat. Yeah, I'm using a lot of magic to maintain this form for you guys to be able to see me. Oh, the Twitter link is broken? Oh, she might have changed her link actually. I might have to update that. She might have changed her link. Let me just go and do that right now. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah, she changed her link. Yeah, the Twitter link is broken because she changed it. She changed it. She changed it. Okay. That should be it. You guys should be able to click it now. It should work. It should work now. She is such a precious being. And if you guys want to see her, she comes by every now and then to play Resident Evil with me. Yeah. She comes by every now and then to play Resident Evil with me. She's my emotional support friend for Resident Evil. Because Resident Evil itself is not scary, but I'm not looking forward to when I play Resident Evil 8. Because I don't like dolls. Like, I don't like things that are not alive come to life. I hate that. So that's why she's my emotional support friend for that game. I don't like the Beneviento house. No. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of not alive things coming to life. I don't like that. Yeah, that's the most scary part. I don't even care about the baby. I've seen the baby. It's horrifying, yes, but I literally don't care about the baby. That's not that scary. I am more terrified about the dolls than anything else. The dolls can go up someone else's ass, not mine. It took you 2 games to get used to that house? But you only go through that house once? But yeah, before you say it, so you're scared of Child Play then? No, Child's Play was just stupid. That movie was just dumb. You were so afraid of the big guy outside the doll's house? The big guy outside the doll's house? There was a big guy outside the doll's house? Well, I guess I'll find out when I guess I'll find out when I get to it, huh? We'll find out when we get to it. I'm currently still on Resident Evil 1 at the moment. We haven't even got past 1 yet. Oh, don't worry. I might have already forgotten most of the details because I did watch Mark play through it the entire thing. I'm gonna lurk now, back to work. Okay, have fun doing some work. Yeah, there wasn't a remake for Resident Evil 1. There was only ever the original. So I have the original Resident Evil 1. Thank you so much for the head pads video. I will get head pads. Yay. Yeah. I speak a bit of Mandarin, yeah. Yeah, I speak a bit of Mandarin. I'm not very fluent still. I'm still learning. The Mandarin was supposed to be one of the languages I am able to speak as someone who comes from a country that speaks 3 different languages. So Mandarin was supposed to be one of the languages I was supposed to be able to speak. Fellow not so fluent friend. Yeah, I'm not fluent. I can make sort of coherent sentences. Yeah. Yeah, I'm from Malaysia, so we're supposed to be able to speak English, Bahasa, and Chinese, or Bahasa, Mandarin, and Cantonese, or simply just Chinese, Mandarin, Hokkien, and Cantonese. Bro, I can't speak in Hokkien or Cantonese, but I can listen. You have choice. You have choice. You can either be fluent in one of those 3, or you can be fluent in all of them, or you can be fluent in 4 out of 5. I chose to be the dumb one, but that's only because we moved out of the country while I was still a child, so I don't remember most of it. Kanto and Mando for me, nice. I have to say, when I say Happy Chinese New Year in Kanto, I say it like a mix of Kanto and Hokkien, because I say Gong Hei Fa Choi, which is Cantonese, right? I think. And then I say An Bao Gia Lai, which is in Hokkien. Aitsu, hello, hello. I was fluent when I was 7. Do you remember to speak other languages? I can say certain words in Bahasa, and obviously certain words in Hokkien and Cantonese. And I can obviously speak a bit more of Mandarin because I'm, taking lessons and stuff. So I feel like the only Cantonese thing I can say is Gong Hei Fa Choi, which is Happy Chinese New Year. And then I can say a few things in Hokkien, including An Bao Gia Lai, and words that I can't really say in... Actually, no, I can't say it in English. What am I talking about? So, I don't want to say it, though. I don't want to teach you bad words. So, Apa Gyalai, the translation literally is bring the red envelope. The red envelopes that you get in Chinese New Year. That's the literal translation. Yeah. I don't want to say those words. I don't even say those words generally. I just hear my mom say a lot. Well, Min's mother say a lot when she drops things. or she almost falls down. So yeah. Yeah, hi Hitsu. Welcome, welcome. Shall we continue? Yeah, speaking different languages is fun. I put that redeem there so that I can sort of practice it in a very practical setting, in a way. Although you guys, most people wouldn't understand what I'm saying. 新年快乐. Yeah, 新年快乐. I can say that in Chinese. He just told me how to say it like not too long ago because I forgot. 新年快乐. Oh, do you also cringe when you hear people say Zhongli and Xiao, but they say like a very American way? Do you also cringe? Because I cringe a lot. Yes. Yeah. Xing Qiu. Yeah. John Lee. Yeah, John Lee. I often go back to just calling Xing Qiu Xing because I forget that the Q's in Chinese have CH sounds. I just call him Xing. Because I forget how to pronounce the Q's sometimes. Sometimes. John Lee, yeah. John Lee. Zhong Li, you got Zong Li. You got Xiao. Not Xiao, it's Xiao. What? Eon Lee? What? Do people actually say that? No way. No way. I was literally listening to a TikTok earlier today. It's more it's more of a xiao? Like the word for autumn? Oh, I was thinking of pronouncing it more cuz the way I look at Xiao's name, Xiao's name, I think of small. You know, the word small. Oh no, you oh Cho. Oh, Xing Cho. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, okay. I write that down. I write that down. Where's my paper? Where's my paper? Where's my paper? Xing Cho. Xing Cho. Okay, I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Do you want to hear my pen snap? Hang on. I don't know if you heard that. But everyone says it weird and I give up. Yeah. I kind of give up sometimes, but at the same time it irritates me a lot. Cause we have to change our names to suit them because they keep pronouncing it wrong. I can't even what's the word? I can't even say my full name because like Min can't say her full name to her most of her friends because they'll pronounce it wrong. Oh, if you want to know, yes, my name. So Phantom is a name we use universally for the both of us, both Min and myself. My name, the wolf demon that you see in front of you. My name is Yingzi, which is I do believe the word for sorrow. Like it's a name that means sorrow. Yeah, that's my name. Yeah. Well, so edgy. Why so edgy? If you knew my backstory, you'd know why. Most of my history is very happy. Don't be mistaken. I've had a few bad times, but most of my life I've lived a very happy wolf life. Yeah. I lived it to the fullest in the first mortal years, but when I became immortal, you could say a few more bad things happen as opposed to good things, but good things happen. Why my parents called me this? I'll never know. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You can blame Min. She's the creator. Don't blame Min. Blame me on for my own hubris. Anyways, so much sidetracking happening here.
There won't be any more problems unless Mr. Wright has any more objections about the second bedroom.
Oh, no. We proceed with that room as planned.
I like the music. They're so nice and chilling. So chill. Okay, gonna scurry back to work. Okay, have fun doing your work. Alright, have good night, 하세요. Sleep well. Bye-bye, Vizio. Have fun doing your work. Hopefully it goes well. And good night to you. 하세요. So, all the fucking time, Haseo. What the hell? It's 6 a.m. for Haseo. I feel like I have no right to yell at him, because before this year, I stayed up at until 6 a.m., maybe until midday before I go to sleep. So I feel like I don't really have a right to yell at Haseo. I feel like I don't have a right to do that.
I already agreed to him having his greenhouse and his vineyard and his stables. He may as well let me have this one thing.
We're about halfway done, but the honest satisfaction on a client's face was enough to push me through. for me to push through. I can't read. Let's face it, in between my exasperation at Mr. Wright's antics and her, I've been burning the candles at both ends. I can't even close my eyes without seeing a dead girl's face. Dead girl. Dead. She's dead. I have to keep reminding myself that. Burying my feelings as deep as they've buried her body. 6 feet under. I shouldn't waste so much time on someone who's supposed to be gone. I've wasted so many years thinking about her already. There should be no need to bother myself with the dead when I should be bothering myself with the living. Too bad the living are usually as complicated, if not more than ghosts of the past.
But don't you have a party?
Yes. But Luke's just being a sweetie, you see.
That's so debatable. That's so highly debatable. Bitch, nah.
That friend he's visiting, he's having marital problems and he's just trying to cheer him up.
Do we want to tell her that this friend that he went to visit who's having marital problems is probably having marital problems because of him? It's even more complicated than when the living in question is a pair of rich and famous socialites way past their honeymoon phase. And I've been somehow roped into being a relationship counselor.
They've been married for a long time and they've hit how do they say it? A rough patch. His wife has a drinking problem and can be very neglectful. The poor thing really does his best to be a good husband.
Again, I feel like Luke is the reason why they're in a rough patch. Hello?
But it's never enough for her. Sometimes I think it's the years. Maybe it's been so long that they've lost that romantic spark. What do you think?
If I'm going to be completely honest, I need to ask. This is about you and Mr. Wright, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot this conversation happened. It is about Luke and her, yeah.
Suppose it is. What would you tell me?
Then, I tell you it's none of my business. I tell you that I don't want to meddle. But if the troubled husband with the neglectful wife asked me for my honest opinion, I'd say that he shouldn't base his happiness and his self-worth on someone else. Maybe he should try being independent for a while. See what it's like when he isn't trying to please someone else and doing things for himself. Everyone's supposed to be their own man or woman, right? A bit of breathing room never hurt anyone.
That's true. Although you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have to, conform to someone else. You should be able to be happy as you are, rather than change who you are for the happiness of others. Relationship tip from Phantom. Ayy. Just be yourself in a relationship. If they don't like you at your best, they don't deserve you at your worst. But if they don't like you anyways, then they really don't deserve you.
We shouldn't let our fear control our lives.
Why she thinks a single woman like me would be the best source of relationship advice is beyond me. Still, I talk and answer to the best of my abilities. Without realizing it, I've already poured out a part... My phone rang. I'm already pouring out a part of me that I had thought were long gone. I'd like to believe my words will be of some help to Mrs. Wright. If I'm honest, though, they should be of some help to me, like some weight have been taken off my shoulders. Lorraine.
I really should handle what's left of the work.
You won't be attending the party. Oh, you really must, Marianne.
The weight of what happened to her hasn't left me yet, did it? Maybe...
I'll try to stay in chat. Maybe grab a few bites and a drink, but I can't be around for the entirety of the event. My apologies. Busy, busy, busy.
You must stay a while. I'd love for you to meet some of my friends, and they're ever so excited to meet you.
Hannah's so sweet. She deserves so much better.
You need to say hello to the Lees, at least. If it wasn't for them, I'd never even heard of you.
Maybe it's about time I changed that.
We'll see. So, if I can be excused?
Certainly. You'll have to excuse me as well. I must attend to the party before any early birds arrive. Because, believe me, they will throw a fuss if things aren't ready, even when they're not supposed to be here until an hour later.
Though I shouldn't dwell on the dead. I shouldn't just callously forget about them too. Saying that, I have work left to do and an easy enough excuse to make. I know how other people see me. They see someone so obsessed with her craft that she would so easily miss things like a party for it. Outside the parlor, people hurry about here and there in preparation for the Wrights' grand housewarming party. None spare me a glance as I slip past them, each working on their appointed roles, and not daring to slack off while they work for what is probably the most powerful couple in Luxbourne. I make it into the kitchen with ease, the wine cellar being my final destination. Why would you want to go down to the wine cellar? You know what I hate about houses sometimes? This is why I won't buy houses with such things, but I don't like houses with attics, and I don't like houses with basements. I hate those. I wouldn't say I'm horrified, but I don't have the best experiences with basements and attics. I wouldn't say the same for attics because we have an attic in this house and we just use it for storage. But basements, ugh. I tell you, when myself and Min were younger and we lived in Malaysia, we had the one really nice big house. Min's parents had converted the basement into a kitchen, so they opened up into a window and then an outside door for the back. I think the basement also exits to the outside anyway, so I think they just installed windows in there to make it more light. But going down there to get water with Min and her younger brother was horrifying. I could see in the dark, but it didn't make it any less horrifying to go down there because I swear to God, I'm not even joking, it felt like there was something down there every single time. And the light switch was never on the top of the stairs, it was at the bottom of the stairs. So when you go down, it's alright. But when you go up, oh my God. So I was never the last one to come up, I was actually the first one to come up. And Min was the last one to come up, and she would turn the lights off and run up the stairs. And we'd run back to the room and pretend we weren't out of bed. Oh my God, it's horrifying. I tell you, I hate basements. I hate basements. But when is a great task ever simple? Probably never. And this is a great task, isn't it? My greatest one yet, that is worthy to be called a quest. I'm not acting as Marianne McCullough, the professional interior designer, when I chose to lie about being too busy for a party. I'm Marianne McCullough, the lawful neutral cleric, with 9 points of wisdom and 8 points of charisma. Largo! Largo, thank you so much for the... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give you a shout out. I'm so sorry, Vizio. I wonder if they're still here. Yes. Oh, they played the room 3. I see. Okay, look! Look! I was busy communicating with them! Hi Largo, welcome, welcome. To those of you who came from Largo's stream, hello Raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Phantom. I am a Persona VTuber. I'm an artist, voice actor, and content creator. I do variety streaming here on Twitch. I'm currently playing a horror visual novel called The Letter. And listening just like, I'm so sorry, Vizio. There's a shout out, don't worry. No, I post other content on YouTube as well. Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Largo, how was your stream? I did. You know what? I got so distracted. I didn't even ask you how your stream was, cause we were just talking. It was good. That's good to hear. Did you enjoy your game? What was it again? What did you play? War Tales. Did you have fun? Did you have a wonderful time with your game and your community? Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Did you have fun, Wolfman? Oh, maybe I should make that a redeem. Noseless talk. I make it so much more difficult for you guys when it comes to redeems because most of them are the same price. Does it make the choice more difficult? Because that's my goal. Oh, oh, puzzles are a pain in the butt, but you know what? They're fun too. Good brain exercise. Good brain exercise. Get the brain exercise. Puzzles so fun. You know what? I get my brain exercise from solitaire, so you're getting more than me. Yes, I play solitaire in my free time. I am an old woman. Wait. I'm an old wolf. I'm just gonna tell you my level on solitaire, because I can do that. So I play solitaire on Microsoft Solitaire, and it tells you like the level based on how much you play the game. And yo, they have 5 different modes, and the classic solitaire, right? The classic solitaire. I'm level 53. I play that thing so much, I'm level 53. You play Sudoku in your free time? Nice! I'm not great with Sudoku. I could be better with it, I think, if I had a book for it. Oh, did you know that they have books for Sudoku? You could buy a Sudoku book and be in there for hours. Can't do that with solitaire. I do like playing solitaire just a bit more. Maybe I'm just a cards person. Do they get increasingly difficult as the months go by? Or do they just get easy? Just thinking of it like that makes it a bit cheesy. It also makes it sound like D&D. Sudoku, I just play the newspaper one. Oh, I see, I see, I see. The book is too hardcore. Are there more than 9 squares? Like, are they more than 9 by 9? Are they like 20 by 20? I'm pretty sure they can only do 9 by 9 anyways. What am I talking about? Oh my god. No, more like less numbers. Oh, less numbers. Less numbers to work with. Yeah. I feel like when I play Sudoku, I have to have like an extra sheet of paper, maybe like 10 extra sheets of paper to make my guesses on to see if it's right before I like pen it down on the actual book. Because it's so stupid. It's so hard. But it helps with the fear. It helps overcome the insane thoughts that I'm actively seeking out something that has been plaguing me for years. Indeed. Anyways, have fun. Okay, okay. You have fun with your work now. I might face my worst nightmare. I did. You'll get your work done. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just make sure you don't punch your screen when something horrible comes up on the stream, alright? That's all I'm telling you. I don't know what's gonna happen. I might face my worst nightmare, or I might see nothing and find my self-imagined grand quests fall flat. And who would have thought that the gatekeeper to my final quest would be someone I thought would be a valuable ally?
Schnell! Hurry up, you snails!
Jesus Christ. I love this guy though. He's funny.
We are on a deadline and you are wasting my time!
The butler comes from the cellar and into the kitchen, tailed by a couple of others, people who I assume are most likely chefs and bartenders. He raises a brow, seeing me just standing there by the hatch, by the trap door. It almost looks like he's going to throw me out for being in the kitchen without permission. But then he motions for the others to disperse and familiarize themselves with their surroundings. Meanwhile, he continues to stand there, preventing entry to the darkness beyond.
What are you doing here, Fraulein? This is not the place for guests or in an architect right now. I request you leave.
I was just looking around for any last minute things, yes?
Yes, you have been doing that a lot. Looking around, snooping about.
Let her look! Oh my god, dude. Oh my lord. Oh, I just booped my mic.
Now is not the time for such things. If you're not careful, people might think you are up to something.
Like you. The look he gives me is, as he says, this is almost chilling. If life was a game book, he'd probably be the true neutral warlock, guarding the treasure room. You know what? I could see that. A difficult opponent to defeat with 9 points of wisdom and 8 in dexterity. Man, Marianne really is a D&D person. You could tell.
Well, I'm not done yet. I actually need to go into the wine cellar. Just need a quick go at the place. So just don't mind me. I'll be out of your hair soon enough.
Go outside, enjoy the party. Bask in the praise and adulation they will no doubt shower you with when the madam speaks highly of you. Surely you've had enough of this stuffy old kitchen by now. You do not want to cause trouble.
Oh my god, just let us through.
Both the Bratwurst and Hannah want this to be perfect. It would be a disservice and disrespect to toe out of line and risk it being anything otherwise.
The bratwurst. He just called Luke a brat.
And more importantly, I will be blamed for any failure that happens tonight.
His intervention almost turns me away. Maybe this is a sign I'm not meant to seek Lorraine. Maybe this is a sign I'm not meant to seek Lorraine out. Oh my god, I can say words, don't worry. But
Please, it's really important.
15 minutes. 9, 10 minutes. Any longer and I'll pull you out of there myself.
do it, sir. Do it. Do it. You know, I love him. He's gay, but I love him.
The Bratwurst would be furious if he thinks anyone is touching his precious wine without his permission.
Thank you. This seriously means a lot.
He steps aside begrudgingly. At this point, it looks like there's no turning back. My stomach is turning. Oh no, I hate it already. The cellar greets me with an... Oh my god, I hate it. The cellar greets me ominously as I descend. The space feels smaller with a lot more bottles lining the walls compared to before. And knowing what might be waiting for me here makes things worse. The mirror that had been moved from the study is my goal. Oh, I forgot that they moved the mirror down here. I did not return to it after my initial discovery, but the thought of Lorraine, how much I want to see her again, even if it's just one more time, keeps coming back to mind. As I walk through the cellar, I have to stop when I feel something crunch beneath my feet. Whatever few bottles were left behind here are nothing more but glass under my heels. Perhaps dropped by one of the many chefs and bartenders the butler had escorted through here before. And it made a downright mess, the red silk pooling from the remnants of a good drink. With how dark it is, a person might, with a dark enough imagination, can easily mistake it for blood. I can't help but think it is, despite the easy logical explanation that had come to my mind, only because of what I'm about to do. It's merely a momentary distraction as I continue to the end of the cellar where the mirror stands. Jesus. Propped up on the far wall, it gleams innocently while pretending to be a simple and ordinary mirror. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. How morbid to think this thing can show a person their deepest, most desperate desires and then twist it into an image so dark. That's what I had seen that day. Though I heard Lorraine many times, I had only seen her here within its frames. I hate it. I don't want to look. I wonder if people have discovered it before. How many were wasted away in front of it, enamored, and how many were frightened away by what they saw. Yet here I stand before it now. Nothing. I can barely see my own reflection in its darkness.
How does this even work? Mirror, mirror on the wall?
No! Stop! Don't joke right now. I'm so scared.
Something? Anything?
Nothing. Touching its surface didn't make it magically activate or anything like that. There is no sudden surge of power, and I am not suddenly granted sight. It stays what it is. A mirror. Was Lorraine's appearance in the mirror all some sort of fever dream? Am I really that burdened with guilt and despair that my mind would eat itself in my stress and have me hallucinate such things? Either way, just going here on some crazed obsession for a girl long gone must warrant me a trip to the doctor. Already, I feel ill. After a few more minutes, in the hopes that something would change, I turn around and leave. I just go back upstairs like nothing ever happened. Perhaps dropped by the party for some hors d'oeuvres, then go home and collect myself. Besides, Mrs. Wright is expecting me and I'm...
Going to leave me again then, are you?
I hate it here, I hate it here. No, 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 no. I stop in my tracks, but I don't turn back. As much as it pains me, I don't look back. If I'm just hearing her again, desperately delusional, and I look back to see nothing, I don't want to give myself false hope. But when I feel fingers around my wrist pull at me, I look back in shock. Oh, Jesus, okay, she's fine, she's fine. My first thought is, how in God's name is this possible? And the second is, Lorraine. Her hands are cold.
Are you that mad at me that you're just going to ignore me, Marianne?
I don't know what to say, and I can only stare at her and wonder. She stands there in the mirror, with only her arm extended outwards for my sake. I look at the hand still holding my wrist, and when she sees me looking at it, she moves it so that our hands are intertwined, fingers weaved together. Seeing her there and feeling her touch means I'm not crazy, though however impossible and unexplainable this is all to me right now. It just takes my breath away. Pulling her out from there is tempting. I can imagine doing so with ease. We can be together again, Lorraine and Marianne, like nothing had ever happened. But that would be all a great big lie, wouldn't it?
What? Pack out your tongue? Don't just look at me like that. Say something.
Even if this thing were some magic portal that could bring back the dead, that doesn't erase anything. Just looking at her, still a young teenager while I'm already grown woman, it serves no other reason than to break the illusion that blinds me. I've seen her twice now, always behind a mirror. If this is real, if this isn't some delusion, then why can she only exist behind the glass?
Yeah. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. It's been so long.
You don't look happy.
I really am happy. But at the same time, I can't help but think about what happened. To you.
And what does that mean? What are you saying?
She gives me this peculiar look. And before my eyes, she moves to step out of the mirror. In turn, I wrench my hand from her and step back, almost as if I'm afraid.
I don't know how this is possible. But whatever this is, it isn't real. You can't be real.
I'm right here, aren't I? What other proof do you need?
No, I see you. I hear you. I feel you. But even with all that, you can't be real. You just can't. I saw your body. I helped bury you. You're dead.
A deep hurt crosses her face, and it just breaks my heart in two, seeing her wear that expression.
Burying me wasn't the only thing you did. Don't you dare lie. But I'm going to be the bigger woman, aren't I? Let bygones be bygones. I'll forgive you. As long as you stay with me, Marianne.
Oh, no. No. I know where the mansion is going with this. Nope.
That's why you came down here, right? To find me?
That was the plan. I don't like the way she's smiling at us. I came down here looking for her, for closure. But this isn't just closure. This is something else entirely. I don't think I would be forced to make such a choice. Do I leave or do I stay? Oh my god, I wanna leave. I'm leaving. I need to move on. Closure. That's all I came here for. Whatever this is, it might as well be just a devil's trick. And I might as well make use of it, right? I say nothing at first, for fear of angering whatever phantom this is. I take Lorraine's hand and bring it up to my lips, pressing a kiss to her knuckles. She takes it as some sort of invitation to pull me along and step back into the mirror until only her arm is extended again.
I should have been more honest back then, both to you and myself. I know it's too late. I'm sorry. But
the thought of being with the dead did not agree with me. Not one bit.
I can't stay with you.
So what? You're going to leave me for some old trophy wife? That's it, isn't it? You're going to leave poor Amy Lorraine and go after the next rich, pretty blonde that you see.
This is a mistake.
All these years, guilt has been my driving force. I felt so guilty for what I did, what I didn't do.
She thinks she can guilt me into being complacent, but she realizes otherwise, so as I pull my hand from her, and going by the look of anger on her face, an anger that runs cold, she did not like the fact that I'm not some puppet on a string. Had she chosen her words carefully, I would have accepted whatever punishment Lorraine chooses for me. Guilt had ran my life, and it might have very well ended it. Because I deserve it.
But what I did to me. The blood in my hands is mine, not yours.
Whoever or whatever this shadow is, my gut tells me she is not Lorraine. Yet I keep talking as if she is, not as if, oh my god, I can't read.
I broke your heart, not your neck.
Don't you dare deny it! It was your fault!
Because I loved you more than I dare to admit? Yes, that was my fault.
She's out of the closet! She's out of the closet! Let's go!
But I never meant to hurt you like that.
Despite my words, no matter how sincere they are, she appeared angry, enraged in fact. It's been years since I last saw that face, and even now, the memory of it still etched deeply in my mind. The hurt, the tears, the hate spilling from her eyes that day, the moment I rejected her. Rejected myself for who I am. And she definitely will hate what I'm about to do next. To my left, a wine rack. And from there, I take a bottle and pray to all the saints I can remember. Hello, Ozzy. Welcome to the stream. And thanks for the redeems. Oh my god, oh my god! Bitch, that hurt. You just threw cans in my face. How dare you? Ozzy doesn't love me anymore. He threw trash in my face. For all my sins. For every hurtful word I've uttered. For what I have driven her to do that day. What I forced her into.
What are you doing?
I do it without thinking twice. Quickly, before I can hesitate, I grab a bottle and send it straight towards the mirror. Shards of the bottle and the mirror are sent flying everywhere as Lorraine's screams echo in the cellar. Bitter, searing, like every wounding accusation she hurled at me. They've never left me. I doubt they ever will. But with this, I can move away from them. From her. Live my life as I should, free from the burden. Her burden. Because the Lorraine I know, the real one, the person I loved, will never want me carrying this to my death. As the screaming dies down, I can't help but mutter weakly.
It's done. It's done. Oh, Lorraine. Forgive me, Lorraine.
Oh, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. I take some time to compose myself, breathing in and out, stamping down the tremors as the tremors still racking my hands, straightening out my jacket and fixing my hair. All a weak attempt to return myself to someone resembling my normal self. This would probably be easier to do so with a mirror, but I likely won't be able to stand looking at one for a long time.
Well, now, I should probably go back up there. Party to attend, rich socialites to do business with, and food to eat. Mrs. Wright will be happy if I make some time for it anyway.
Yet, one last time, to the shattered glass beneath my feet.
I'm sorry, Lorraine. May you see God's light on the path.
Turning around to leave, and for a good this time. The uneasy smile on my face falls as I see Lorraine whole and well.
Come on, Mac. You really didn't think it would be that easy, did you? You get bonus points for trying.
I don't like
But you should know an 8 in charisma is not enough to turn on Dick.
She advances towards me, backs me against the wall. I can't even reach for another wine bottle without putting myself within her reach. Despite my earlier bravado, I didn't think she'd still be able to exist at all without the mirror. Can you blame me though? It's not like I'm an expert in the supernatural.
That's not... You shouldn't be...
What? After the mirror? Did you think just moving on will erase what you did to me? You're nothing but a murderer, Marianne. A murderer!
Stay back. You're not real. Leave me alone. Stop. I'm trying to move on with my life, so why won't you let me? Please. Just get out of my head and leave me be.
Where's the butler? I try to find an exit when there's a click. The next thing I know, I'm falling back into darkness. I fall on my back and the door slams shut behind me. There's a journal. There's a journal entry. There's a journal. What the fuck? That's not what she looked like. Hello? Despite desperate to deal with her her painful past, Marianne McCullough excused herself from attending the housewarming party to search for Amy Lorraine within the mansion. Excuse me. Within the mansion. Seeing her ghost in the wine cellar, however, a realization hit her, and she finally let go. I fall on my back, and a door slams shut behind me. In a daze, I look around warily and find myself in another room entirely. On the other side of the wall, some sort of secret passage, perhaps an underground tunnel that has me wary and frightened. It also proves that the oddities in the mansion's floor plans are a lot more than just little discrepancies. I expect Lorraine to jump out at me from the darkness at any time. A breeze blowing through the tunnel has me relieved, though, at the idea that there is still a way to escape should that happen. That is way better than being trapped underground with only God knows what that was. A funny thought comes to mind as I start walking to where the exit might be. I think about how Mrs. Wright would be so disappointed if I didn't show up to the party. I imagine how furious Mr. Wright would be for breaking one of his wine bottles. Even Johan's reaction comes to mind, though I don't really know with that guy. Johan's is so funny. I love Johan's. Johan's is the butler, if you guys didn't gather that already. I fucking love Johan's. One thing's for sure is that I would be calling Cam and Haruna for a drink as soon as I get out of here. That noise has me wary. A ghastly thing, a corpse of a woman, leans on the wall. Her arms and limbs, almost every inch of her every inch of her lithy body was peppered with wounds and rotten flesh. And it is then that the putrid smell of blood and gore hits me, making it so that I don't even question how I missed it in the first place.
How long has this been here? Oh, that smell. Oh, you're a nasty one, aren't you?
I flinch as the thing twitches. Oh, I don't want to see your face. Get the fuck out of my face. As soon as it opens its eyes and looks at me with a smile, there's nothing on my mind but horror. I break into a run. I try to keep on running no matter how much my legs and feet scream at me to stop. I keep going, even when I look back and see nothing of her anymore, because I can still hear her. The scampering of her feet, the words she tries to form with her bloodied mouth, and the painful sounds of bones grinding against each other as she moves closer and closer to me.
How long are these damn tunnels?
There's a split second where I know that thing is right behind me, a strange sensation creeping over my limbs when her presence looms over me. And then suddenly, I can't do anything before I'm yanked by the hair and pulled back. Still, I struggle up until I'm thrown to the side like some ragdoll. I hit the ground on my side, and the musty smell of old hay that reaches me is my only indication that I'm still alive.
Please don't hurt me.
My body hurts, and I keep my eyes shut tight, afraid of what might happen next.
What's wrong, Marianne? Are you really afraid of little old me?
There's only dread seeing how she's followed me, even here. She looms over me. Backs me further into the cell that I was thrown in.
Please. It's so cold. I don't want to be alone, Marianne.
Musky hay smell must be a new cologne. Yeah, it must be a new cologne. It's so nice, in fact, that you will instantly forget about the blood and the gore that you were just smelling earlier. Why am I saying it like that?
Why won't you stay with me? Why would you leave me? Why?
What are you?
Lorraine turns and shifts into the thing from before. And with the same gruesome grin, it takes a step forward towards the cell. Towards me. I barely scrambled to my knees when the door of the cell slams shut, and it's just there. It stands there staring. Shouts for help ring out in the tunnels, but none of them are coming from me. I'm more paralyzed and shocked by what is happening. My throat tightens at being fooled by the image of Lorraine, at the thought of being trapped down here. So then, where?
Help me! Help me! Oh, help me! Are you getting all this on camera, Carl? Yeah, but are you guys sure this is a good idea? We're breaking and entering here. Don't worry, the owners of this place haven't been here in a long time. Look at this thing, though. It has writing in blood like some cheesy 80s horror prop. Wait, I have an idea. Oh man, that's genius!
What kind of butthead would even take this thing seriously? Maybe we can stick this in Rowan's backpack. That's Suarez kid would panic.
Guys? Guys? Light, spit it out! Behind you!
There, in the corner of the cell, a digital camera comes flickering to life and a video has played back on the screen. It was hard to even consider paying any attention to it when my life is on the line. But when the ghost doesn't move and the teenagers' mocking shouts of help me fill the cell, I just had to watch. And what I had seen, students, judging from their Saint Gority uniforms, they were holding...
That letter!
And that thing, the woman, she... Wait, did she just change form just now? I wasn't paying attention. Ah, no! I clicked too fast. Wait, I went past it. I went past it again. While trying to escape the phantom disguising as her friend Marianne discovered an underground prison hidden in the deepest corners of the mansion. Now trapped in one of its cells, she found a recording left behind by some of the mansion's victims. Did you guys see that? Oh, yo, no way. That's the woman that's in the stained glass painting. Why her hand become so yucky? She used to be blonde. Oh, we're changing roles now. We're changing roles now. Oh, my throat made a weird noise. Rebecca Gales. Birthday April 1st. Aries, 29 years old. Height 5'5" or 165 centimeters. Yeah, I know, right? Damn. She became a goth. She just wanted to know what it was like. She was like, oh my god, all these goth girls now in this century. Let me try. Nationality Scottish. Religion atheist. Race kick? Education master's degree in education. Major in European history. Likes stovies? Reading in the library, going to the gym, cycling and jogging, lacrosse and lesson plans. She likes doing lesson plans? Okay. Yeah, dummy thick girl. Yeah, dummy thick goth girl. She's the thick what is it? Thick goth girl goth GF? Dummy thick girl goth GF? What's the word? I can't remember. Something goth GF. Thick goth GF? Is that it? I don't know. I forgot now because you put dummy thick goth girl. Big titty goth GF. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so stupid. Although the Scottish, oh my god, I can't read now. That's the me. That is you. You're goth, but you have white hair. Ugh. Although of Scottish can't read. It's for contrasts. Fair enough. Although of Scottish descent, she grew up in Luxbourne and even went to school in said Gorty. Yeah. Her parents were professors of European history and Southeast Asian history at Luxembourg University. They were often busy, and that forced Rebecca to be independent early. Surrounded by books and instilled with the love for learning, she was a star pupil and was often called a teacher's pet for it. Her passion for academics, leading to a career in the industry, was to be expected of her. She came out of her shell in her high school years and started becoming the Spitfire she is now. Before then, Ashton was her only friend, though she found him aggravating at first. Independent and used to taking care of others, it was no surprise when she helps out the young foreigner who moves in next door. Let me get Angel Fox Girl. Oh, you mean Foxy? Hi, Foxy. Hello. This is how it begins, or so they say, with a gentle wind drifting through wide open windows, muffled laughters, and footsteps fading behind empty hallways, and the kiss of the afternoon sun. Soon, there will be a call, a crossing of thresholds into the unknown. Maybe we are off to some grand adventure, or diving into another gripping mystery. One can't really tell for all I know, a hero might even come sweep me off my feet, if I'm lucky.
That's not exactly a bad thing when you think about it.
But this is far from one, isn't it? A riveting tale, that is. Rebecca! Rebecca! I am in love with you. Will you go to the wedding with me? No. But Rebecca! I just remembered that. That's so cute. Hang on, no, I gotta find the full thing because it's so funny. There, here, listen. It's so cute.
Rebecca, you are the prettiest girl in Brooklyn. Thank you, Sir Jeffers. Will you accompany me to the mysterious wedding today? No. But, Rebecca, I love you. I love you too. I love you.
Yeah.
Marry me, Rebecca.
No.
Why?
I do not love you. Whoopsies!
Rebecca! I am in love with another.
Who is this man?
He
Is you.
you.
I love you.
Marry me, Rebecca.
No.
Rebecca! I'm in love with your brother. Chad? I'll kill him when I find him. Or he will find you. Chad, the mysterious wedding has been our wedding all along. Rebecca and I are getting wed at the wedding today. You are not invited. Will you be my best man? Of course, brother.
I hate you so much.
Goodbye, brother. I'll see you at the bachelor party.
Goodbye, Sir Jeffers. I will never forget. Rebecca. I love that skit so much. It's so funny and so cute all at the same time. The mild breeze and the faint murmurs, the warm rays painting every nook and cranny a fiery hue. They're all as real as they can get. As much as I want to write a little tale out of this, I am far from someone who can. Fleeting fantasies, that's what these are. Merely passing thoughts to accompany the idle mind while waiting for another busy workday to end. Then again, maybe in another life I am one, Who knows? But at present, what I have and what I've chosen to be, well,
I won't last years here if I find teaching rowdy adolescents a tedious job, will I?
admittedly, the whole affair isn't exactly as grand or exciting as I had imagined as a child. If I weren't so stubborn and too passionate about the whole idea, I probably would have quit a long time ago. But it's always the kids that make it worthwhile, isn't it? As if in agreement, as soon as my pen slides into a neat circle against the papers I'm grading, the final bell rings. Like a dam that has opened, the students begin piling out into the hallway soon after. For a short minute, I let the noise fill my ears, let my mind wander to a place far removed from all the hubbub. The hubbub? Yeah, the hubbub. Solitary moments like this have come few and far between lately. Hang on, I got a DM from someone that I'm organizing a collab with for next week. Give me a moment. Because I tried to send a PNG without sending a PNG. Yeah, it might be Twitter. I tried to send a PNG without sending the PNG. Yeah, I made so much sense with that. I tried sending a PNG as just a PNG, but it didn't work. Because I tried to DM this person my PNG earlier. Because I sent a PNG and it didn't send as a PNG, it sent as a JPEG. So there's a white background in it. Did they save it as a PNG? I don't know. But when I sent it through Twitter DMs, it got sent as an image as opposed to a PNG. Like a JPEG image as opposed to a PNG, yeah. So there was a white background in it instead of a transparent background. Because I have it saved as a PNG, obviously, because I drew the damn thing. Anyways. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Twitter do be weird like that sometimes, though. Solitary moments like this have come few and far between lately. Even my own home hasn't been as quiet as usually I prefer. That makes no sense. Though in hindsight, the entire place hasn't been the same either, since Isabel moved in next door. And if her fussing over a minor cold last week tells anything, I might as well throw any idea of solitude at the nearest balcony so long as she lives nearby. I'll just wait for her their DM, and then I'll be able to send them a proper PNG because they need it to set up. At the memory, my eyes automatically shift over to the bottle sitting at the edge of my desk. A chuckle escapes from me as I reach out for it.
A little ball of energy and enthusiasm. That big baby.
Mother Hen, she calls me, and then says and does the same thing right after. It's not that I'm unused to being on the receiving end of other people's worries, or I feel any sort of apprehension over her fretting. If I am to be completely honest, it is actually amusing how someone can be childlike one minute, then act like a responsible adult the next. But there's a dissonance there, both in her actions and words. Although she may not look like it, may not say anything, may not lose her cheer, one way or another, I know these troubles have weighed down on her lately. Her face says it all, that big numpty. If she thinks I won't notice, she's got another thing coming for her. That's how she has always been. I do understand that part loud and clear. It's just that I really rather not pass another burden on to her.
Or become one myself.
Aren't I supposed to be the one taking care of them? Though I guess it's simply one of those things people eventually grow away from once you've all started leading different lives. Not completely different, I hope. Somehow, that thought makes me feel uneasy. Excuse me. Thankfully, before stranger ideas can take root in my head, a faint buzzing comes from my bag, cutting through the rest of my thoughts. A small frown forms in my lips when the screen lights up and an unknown number flashes. For a long second, my thumb hovers over the answer button. Even the voice that responds, once I do accept the call, is wholly unfamiliar.
Hello?
Ah, goodness. Finally, it connects. Hello? Is this Miss Gales? Rebecca Gales?
Yes, speaking. Who is this?
Oh, sorry. Rose Cooper. Briar Realty Corporation.
Oh, this is when Rose called Rebecca to pick up, oh, fuck. It's been so long, I can't remember her name. Isabella.
Briar Realty?
My frown deepens as I straighten from my chair. Something in her tone, despite sounding remarkably friendly and light, doesn't sit quite well with me. The rigid pause that follows doesn't help ease the tension that has suddenly descended either.
Miss Cooper?
Yes. Things are a bit busy on my end. I apologize.
Hang on just a second. I'm just checking for that DM. I'll check it afterwards. You know what? I'll check it afterwards.
I'm not certain if Isabella has mentioned anything before, but we're working together on a property at the moment, and...
The Armengard Mansion, yes. She said something about that earlier. Is there a problem?
This is about Isabella, actually.
She wastes no time relaying everything. The details she provided are admittedly a bit vague, but enough for me to get the gist of what happened. It isn't that bad, not the bad sort I'm expecting, though still worrying. Especially with the words panic attack and pale looking a bit sickly woven together in one foreboding sentence. But as quickly as it surfaced, I stomped down an urge to demand answers right there and then. Now isn't the proper time for useless questions. I'll find out soon enough regardless. To Miss Cooper's credit, she neither hesitates nor falters all throughout. Fucking hell, I can't read. There's some sort of comfort in knowing Isabella has someone like her to guide her, though not as much as I would have liked. After all, this is Isabella we're talking about. What are the chances she just said a bunch of excuses so she won't get sent home? High. Very high. Oh, she is going to hear it this time. Oh, she's so going to hear it this time.
You were listed as one of her emergency contacts, so I thought it'd be best you know about this.
How is she? Is she doing okay?
I had her take a break for now, but honestly, I'd feel better if someone were to pick her up and take her home for some rest. Anthem's a fair distance from Luxborn. I really don't want her going off on her own.
Oh, you know how it is today. Big day. People everywhere until the open house ends. I'm really sorry to ask this of you, Miss Gales. I know you're busy. Oh, no, it's all good. I was just about to leave from work. I hope to leave early today anyway. A few minutes ahead wouldn't hurt. I can be there in a few, 30, 40 minutes tops. Is that all right? More than fine, Miss Gales, thank you. We're supposed to be here until... Oh, excuse me. One moment, please. Yes, ma'am.
A faint hum of conversation echoes from her end. It sounds as though the place is buzzing with more people than you'll expect from a regular open house. I speculate at first the house is old, not to mention it's an inconvenient location in Luxbourne's outskirts. Who wants to live in a place almost an hour's drive away from the comforts of a city? But from what little I can hear, it appears Isabella was every right to be optimistic about this sale. If I didn't understand why she was so adamant refusing my offer to help before, I think I do now. To some degree. Excuse me.
We'll be resuming the tour soon. Yes, thank you. Sorry about that. I really need to get this thing going. Lord knows how I'll salvage the situation here. It shouldn't be anything complicated, but still, clients. They can be difficult when they want to be.
You sure you want to say that out in the open there, Rose?
Anyway, just look for me when you get here, alright? I shouldn't be too hard to miss.
What with your green hair and everything?
No problem. Thanks for letting me know about this. Just make sure Isabella stays put, please. Heaven knows how stubborn that girl can be. Oh, believe me, I know. Don't worry about it. I'll have a few of our staff keep an eye on her for me until you get here. That's all I'm asking. I appreciate it.
The whole thing ends on a surprisingly pleasant note. If only the same can be said for the news she brought. I allow a brief minute to pass, to ease whatever tension has latched itself firmly into my nerves. But no matter how much I wish for it, my mind stubbornly refuses to do it. My hands are unsteady against the papers I pretend to arrange after. Lucid thoughts, every single ounce of it grimmer than the other, grows with each passing second I linger. Something about this whole thing, along with the sudden unease and nagging worry, screams off. Wrong. This isn't the riveting tale I hoped to step into today. Even on a rush, getting everything in order before leaving takes nearly a good quarter hour. That means 15 minutes, by the way. By the time I make it out of the classroom, the commotion has already died down, dwindling to mere echoes and distant laughters. From the nearby room, melodies from the rehearsal band drifts freely into the room, filling the almost empty hallway with their warm, lively tunes. Any other day, I'll stop, bask in the music, and enjoy what little peace it brings. Not today, however. My steps are brisk, and sure as I march to Edron Hall's exit? Okay. The sooner I confirm Isabella's okay, the sooner I can shake off this niggling feeling. For one reason or another, that single call of all possibilities has thrown everything off kilter. I'd rather this be over with as quickly as possible. So much that I nearly barrel over a student in my haste. Though perhaps it's really the other way around. When I looked down, a set of eyes, bright and hopeful, stare back at me. Her arms are wrapped around my waist like a vice, and at my attention, a grin spreads over her face.
Buenas tardes, Miss Pink.
Hello, Kylie.
Miss Pink? Okay.
You know, you aren't supposed to run into people like that.
Sorry, Miss Pink.
She loosens her hold on me, but not a hint of guilt or regret appears on her. If anything, it seems the remark only amused her. A smile appears on my face before I can help it, matching the one on her own.
Just remember not to do it again, all right? You could get hurt.
You sound like my mama when she's scolding Rowan, Miss Pink.
I'm sure your mama only means well. I know she'll be worried sick if one of you were to get hurt. Where's your brother anyway? Aren't you two supposed to be heading home now?
Rowan said he's got some stuff he needs to do before we go. I think he's taking too long. But he promised to buy me jelly babies today. If I keep what he's doing a secret from Mama and Papa.
Jelly babies are so yummy. I haven't had any in a while. I used to buy like big packets of jelly babies.
Any chance you'll tell Miss Pink about it?
She shakes her head, both her hands going to her mouth as if to keep a precious secret from spilling out.
I made a promise. He said it's for Tia Luke.
Oh, something like a gift?
Like a deal. Tio promised to take him somewhere cool when he's old enough. Rowan's gonna prove he's a grown-up.
She is related to Luke. Thank you so much for the follow, Holy Hokuto. Thank you so much for the follow, Holy Hokuto. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Tio means uncle, I believe in Spanish, right? Because they say Tio Bruno and Tio Felix. Are they related? Are they related? There's no way. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Laughter slips free from my lips. The teacher in me wants to give whoever this Tio is a reprimand for bringing about this kind of behavior in children. But if both Sora's kids are so fond of him, there shouldn't be anything to worry about, yes? At any rate, they're nothing but well-behaved, both Kylie and her brother. Rowan, the eldest, may have an occasional odd strike in and out of class, but their parents taught them well. I see no reason to cast any suspicion of bad behavior on them. Are you getting cozy there, Hokuto? Comfy in a blanket?
As long as it isn't anything dangerous, all right?
It's not. Cross my heart. My drawings are a lot prettier than what he's doing anyway. Tio said so. Do you want to see? I drew one earlier at class.
Always nice.
Is that why you're here?
Not really. I was gonna show it to my friend first. But since it's you, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you see it before she does.
Oh no. I can't stay right now, Kylie.
Her face falls immediately after the words are out. A small part of me feels responsible for the crestfallen look. But as much as I want to stay a little longer, there's another place I need to be at right now. And frankly, another child to look after. Taking both her hands, I kneel in front of her and muster the most rueful smile I can give. At her age, I'm quite sure she already understands what I'm about to say before they're even out. But remarkably, she doesn't look away or pout as I am expecting her to.
I'm sorry. You know what? Rowan has a class with me on Monday around this time. Why don't you drop by again next week? After class? I'll even make sure to wait for you. It's just that I absolutely must leave now. My friend had an accident earlier, and I'm the only one she has here.
What about her mama and papa?
Her family lives really far from here, I'm afraid. Do you remember where Asia is? The southeast part? That's where they are.
Her eyes immediately light up at my question. Just like that, I know I've earned the girl's forgiveness.
Oh, just like Takako.
Who?
My friend. She said she used to live there, only just a little higher than southeast. But she hasn't come home in a long time, so she doesn't remember much about it anymore. Melody says it's weird I talked to her, but I think she's just shy. They could be good friends too. Don't you think so, Miss Pink?
Maybe if you introduce them properly, they will be.
That's what I think. Takako's just lonely. If she makes more friends, she won't be anymore. Is your friend like that too?
A little, possibly. To be honest, sometimes I can't tell with her.
After all, Isabella has always been the kind to hold a smile, even when things have taken a turn for the worst. 5 years and one will think it's enough time to know a person. I wish more people had the same mindset as Kylie. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. She's such an adorably innocent mindset, though. It's definitely the mindset the child would have. You kind of wish that people, like, would have this childlike mindset in terms of people. Because I don't know if you guys seen this, but I can't remember if it was from TikTok or from Facebook. But this parent had shown a picture of a black child with a white child, and they showed it to their kid, and they were like, "What do you think these two people? Who do you think these two people are? Like, what are they to each other?" And the kid is like, "They're friends, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, but what's wrong with the picture? Is there anything wrong with the picture?" And they were like, "No, I don't see anything wrong. They're just friends, right?" And then the parent was like, "Well, yeah, but do you think it's okay for a black child to be friends with a white child?" And they were like, "No, what's wrong with that, mommy, dad, or daddy? I can't remember who." And they were like completely baffled as to what was wrong with that, because they're both people. To the kid, they're just both people. Colors didn't matter. The kid was completely baffled. Kids are so pure-hearted. Pure-hearted unless they're raised in like that kind of household. Then not so much, you know. 5 years and one will think it's enough time to know a person. But when you consider it, come to think of it, all these years, I've never, not even once, seen her cry. Not over a trivial matter or even when things are tough.
Okay, you can go to her. I'll just show you my drawing next time.
Thank you. Remind me to buy you a huge glass of parfait, all right?
No, I'll get a stomachache. Takako says so. A small one is okay.
Oh, she's so cute.
I'll remember that. Say hi to your friend for me.
She's so cute, but I'm so I also don't like her. She scared the living shit out of us in one of the chapters before. Too sad that the reality is always harsh? Yeah, it's kind of sad that when reality hits, it's harsh.
I will. I'm sure she'd love to meet you too. See you, Miss Pink.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're, like, black or white. We're just people, and we should be treated as such. But reality is that most people just don't think that way. It's the same with you're trans, so what? You're a woman or a man, depending on which one you are, right? You're still what you say you are. You're still you. You're still yourself. You're still the you that you've portrayed to everybody else. Whether what gender you are, it doesn't matter. You're still you. Right? But most people don't get that. It's really baffling to know that people would insult other people just for how they identify themselves or where they're from. Yeah.
I'll see you later, Kylie.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Yeah, I have a school friend who is of color, and he was a really nice person. In fact, he was really cool. He was very good with music. No one, like, our school was small, so bullying wasn't really a thing, or at least I wasn't really aware of it because no one really bullied me because, you know, yeah. But yeah, he wasn't bullied. He was really cool, in fact. He was a pretty chill dude. He was the only person of color there, like someone who was fully of color, as in like he was fully black, okay? He wasn't like slightly more tanned or like towards the whiter side. He was fully black. That's what I meant. Yeah. And there was nothing wrong with that. He was just another student there ready to learn. That's what I saw. He was just another friend to be made. And we were friends back then. And there's nothing wrong with that. Being of color doesn't matter. You're still a person. Wish more people understand that, man? Huh? Understand what, man? What, man? Huh? What? Did I miss something? Honestly, yeah. Racism is very unnecessary. Oh, you mean understand that man, right? Okay. I'm a bit stupid. Don't worry about it. I'm a bit dumb. No, nah. I understood. I read it again. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. No, that's me. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. The language of humans still eludes me. Well, at least to me, all of you humans look the same. You're all humans in your own rights. It doesn't really matter. We don't have discrimination of us like wolves. It doesn't matter if we come from the north or the south or the east. We can be of different colors. We're still in the same pack. And honestly, all you humans are the same. I'm a black wolf in my pack. My parents, my mother was a brown wolf. My father was a black wolf as well. We had a few white wolves in our pack, other brown wolves, and it doesn't matter. We're all wolves in the end, and it's the same with humans. Right? There's whites, there's tanned people, there's black people, there's like slightly yellower people. And honestly, you're all human, and that really doesn't matter. You're all human. You all fall under the same species. You're all human. Your race doesn't matter, you're all human. Really doesn't matter. You're all just humans. Why can't we all just be civil? Color, it shouldn't matter, is the thing. It shouldn't matter. Color doesn't matter, it shouldn't matter. We shouldn't say color doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. We shouldn't have to say it doesn't matter because it shouldn't matter in the first place. Like, just because you're of color, does that mean I'm not going to be your friend? No! I'm still going to be your friend. Unless you're really horrible. If you're a white person, should I not be your friend? No, I should be your friend. Unless you're a really horrible person. It's really as simple as that. It's the same with Asians. If you're horrible, I'm not going to be your friend. But if you're a really good person, I'm going to be your friend. What does it matter? It shouldn't matter! It really shouldn't matter. We have a journal to read. Rebecca Gales received a phone call from Rose Cooper after class asking her to pick up Isabella Santos from the Ermengarde mansion. On her way out of school, an excited Kylie Suarez stops her favorite teacher from leaving. She doesn't look back or wait for any sort of goodbye from me. With the song and extra spring in her step, she bounds across the corridor with as much spirit only a child her age can have. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Like, where you're from shouldn't matter. What your religion is shouldn't matter. What else? What gender you identify as shouldn't matter. Your sexuality shouldn't matter. None of that should matter. It all only matters of what kind of person you are. Ozzy. Ozzy. I'm about to punch you in the face. No, your sexuality shouldn't matter unless you're looking at that person to be your significant other. Then it matters. You said well with a hello? Welcome to Phantom's TED Talk. You know what? I go on these tangents sometimes. You talk about something serious, I might just go on a tangent. I'm just saying my opinion, you know. Because everyone's bound to have their own opinions on certain things. They're good and bad in the only things that should matter are the good and bad people of this world, rather than what they are. That's what I meant to say. Who they are matters more than what they are. There we go. You find it funny? You find it funny? How is this funny? This is funny too. Thank you for thinking it's funny. Maybe I'll have my TED Talks like this. True, but the world is a fucked up place. Yeah. The wolf is so heated. But it's true though. None of this should matter. It really shouldn't. But without darkness, there is no light, and without light, there is no darkness. And unfortunately, the world needs to be balanced, so we have to have good and bad. I just wish the good and bad wasn't a bullying of what people are, you know? I mean, come on. Humans killed most of my pack when I was a mortal wolf, way back when, just because of what we were. And, you know, I still will never understand why humans think it's okay to slaughter others because of what they are. I won't bring it up because I feel like I'll get banned for it. But, you know, the things that happened in the war, the human war, wasn't the greatest. Yeah. And you can still see today that people still bully others or insult other people for what they are. Like, you know, I finally just got told to go back in the kitchen. I just got told to go back in the kitchen for the first time in my Valorant life. And I tell you what, it was fucking hilarious because I was like, oh my god, finally someone told me to go back in the kitchen. But some humans are just so stupid. They're so immature. Yeah. They need growing up. They should grow up. They need to grow up more. That's it. That's the word. Yeah. They need to grow the fuck up. That's what they need to do. Anyway. I think this tangent's gone long enough, don't you think? As if the conversation has never taken any downhill turn for her at all. As if there isn't a single thing to worry about in the world. Yeah, I went kind of a bit off topic. That doesn't matter. You guys know my opinion on that now. Not long after, she disappeared behind a door, leaving behind strains of an old familiar rhyme lingering in the air. Carefree, unbinded, unbidden? Untroubled moments like this. I envy her. And as I resume my hurried pace, a tiny whisper at the back of my mind wishes the same can be said for myself and my own worries. Luxburn may be a small city, but it's no stranger to the hellish rush hour traffic. But surprisingly, getting out of the city today proves more of a breeze than a hassle. A relief considering how none of my calls to Isabella have made it through. Either the reception is really bad over there, or she's ignoring them on purpose. Both does nothing to ease the disquiet in me. Do you guys hear that? It's the elevator music. Anyways. The rest of my drive passes without much incident as soon as I'm out of the busy streets. In less than 30 minutes, the mansion looms ahead of me. For all the fuss Isabella made about the house, it remains a thing of beauty. Unlike Luxbourne, the estate in the nearby Anslem village stands as its complete opposite. Living and breathing the songs of the old, whispers of a once booming haven lingering in the air. Contemporary conveniences aside, it's a place I'm glad modernization hasn't wholly touched.
It's just a shame the locals know more of the silly hearsay than the history itself. If I could only knock some sense into these people.
Sadly, complaining is all I can afford to do. As much as I want to give them a piece of my mind, it isn't why I'm here. I don't think these rich types will appreciate getting a lecture from me either. I have as much business with them as they have with me. With a heavy sigh, I gave myself one last second to take in the scenery before heading up the main entrance. Most of the guests are already heading out, though some still linger. It's mainly just to take photos of the house's facade or its various rooms. Look, it's the girl. It's the girl we saw the ghost turn into. She's also in the stained glass. I paused for a moment, scanning the small crowd gathering in the foyer, looking for any signs of that familiar ponytail among the sea of hats and heads.
No sign of her.
No sign of the other staff or Miss Cooper either. I can certainly look for Isabella on my own, but in a place this big? I'd be lucky if I didn't end up lost or find her before we need to meet with Zachary and Ash tonight. Sighing, I reach for my mobile phone and redial her number. The gesture, familiar now after so many attempts earlier. If she doesn't answer, I can still try contacting Miss Cooper. I just hope the network reception will cooperate this time. This side of the county has never been popular with the tech-savvy after all. To my relief, it only takes 3 unsuccessful tries. At the 4th one, right as it's about to switch to another intercept message, the line finally rings. Silence follows while I wait for her to pick up, the ringing going far too long for my tastes. By now, most of the visitors have already cleared out. All I have for company are the faint murmurs and an eerie calmness left in their wake. A sudden hush settles and gives way to noises louder than they're even meant to be. Doors creaking and slamming shut in some distant part of the mansion, floorboards groaning under the sheer weight of the house's history. In the now empty hall, they all reverberate in special clarity against the walls. Like this, those old stories seem to almost have a ring of truth to it. I don't get to stray far into that ugly line of thought, however. Not a second later, a click sounds from the other side.
Hello? Isabella? Miss Cooper called earlier and...
Help me.
Isabella? Belle? Are you alright?
Without any warning, the call gets cut off. Busy? I'm so stupid, I can't read. Busy notes blare sharply against the heavy silence. But above the noise cutting through the muted air remains the faint cries of a woman from beyond the foyer. My hands fall to my side. Look, sometimes you read complicated words and they give you an easy word and you're like, huh? Okay, stop. Oh, kind of scary. This is a horror game. My hands fall to my side as I cast a wary look around, waiting for someone to come running. Surely, I can't be the only one here hearing this. There must still be some staff hanging around, checking things out. But no one does. Not even when her sobs turn more frantic and anguished.
Excuse me? Hello? Who's there? Isabella? Is that you?
I am going to sit back. I know that if I keep leaning forward and shrimping, I am going to scream. No answer. Growing anxious, I was wondering what she meant by she heard cries. I had to turn up the volume to hear it. I amble over where her cries come from. Each step slow and cautious towards a door on the other end of the room. Well, you're getting hungry. Stop getting hungry. Stop it. No, I'm not food. No. While I'm far from someone who readily gives in to fear or stories lacking factual basis, the vague, restless feeling I have earlier immediately returns to me. And despite myself, my heart begins to race and my breathing quickens.
Belle, it's me. Miss Cooper called. Is everything okay?
I'm turning the volume down, turning it down. Abruptly, all of it stops. My whole body tenses, mouth dragging in a ragged breath, ears straining for any other sound yet to come from the other side. But nothing follows. Instead, the quiet only lends itself to the heavy tension in the air, as if every small movement will disturb the fragile stillness hanging in the room. I wait for another second. Then, with a caution, I reach for the knob. My fingers barely graze the brass handle when a hand falls onto my shoulder.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank
Ma'am?
goodness. Fucking hell, it's just Rose. It's just Rose.
I am so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
No, it's a.
Still reeling, my gaze shifts back to the door, as if any second now the cries will start again, or whoever's inside will burst out from the room. But I don't get to dwell on these. The woman's worried voice breaks through the haze of my mind again, oddly soothing in the thickness of my the thick of my unease, not the thickness. Goddamn. Excuse me. Even if the concerned look comes from a total stranger, finally being in the company of someone else is somehow comforting.
Ma'am? Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm fine. This is probably just some cold.
Do you need to sit down?
No need. I'm actually looking for a friend.
I wave the mobile phone in front of her like the gesture alone explains everything. Vaguely, I note my tight grip on it and quickly slip it into my pocket before she notices. She doesn't need to know.
Well, I'm not really sure if your friend would still be here. We're actually about to close the open house in a few minutes, ma'am.
No worries. She's not a guest here. She works for Briar Realty. Miss Cooper called me earlier. In fact, I'm also looking for her.
Recognition flashes in her eyes, and her worried expression dissolves into a smile at once. That's all I need to know that I don't need to look elsewhere or venture deeper into the mansion on my own. In some way, I'm not too keen on the latter right now.
Oh, Miss Rebecca Gales, is it?
I mean, she is sick. Oh my god.
Yes. Sorry if I'm a bit late.
It's not a problem. I was busy with the open house and a few clients anyway. It's actually a good thing you came when you did. Let's see. Isabella should be here somewhere. I told her to stay put earlier. That girl never listened.
Rose? Rosie? May I have a minute? There's just this one little thing before we go.
Miss Cooper's head immediately snaps up at the voice. In a blink, a different kind of smile spreads on her face. A smile still, friendly even, but the kind given mainly for the sake of pleasing other people rather than making friends.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there in a few.
It's an impressive thing, to say the least. At the level of professionalism. I suppose working years in this kind of business trains you enough to be able to pull that off without batting an eye. Honestly, that face right now is more creepy than any other face I've seen this entire game. It certainly didn't seem to have rubbed off on Isabella, though.
Sorry, could you give me a second? I have to take care of this.
Don't worry about it. I understand. I can wait a few more minutes. Clients, right?
You won't hear anything from me. Priorities, you know? But if you want, you can stay at the parlor in the meantime. I think we have a few refreshments left.
No, thank you. I'm going out with a few friends after this. Isabella's supposed to join us too. But that depends on how she's doing, of course.
All right, this won't be long, I promise.
She throws me an apologetic look before sauntering over the small group gathered at the entrance. A couple, or siblings, and another woman, probably their secretary? Either way, they look no different from the other guests. All three of them primly dressed, albeit in a manner significantly simpler than the others. No frills, no extravagance of any form. But their gestures and movements alone speak volumes of their ingrained lifestyle. In their presence, I do what I can to appear inconspicuous on my side of the foyer. Maybe accepting Miss Cooper's offer would would have been a much better choice than standing around awkwardly and gaping at them. All while also attempting my best not to listen in on their conversation. Although that one proves more difficult with how enthusiastic the blonde woman is in her voice easily echoes through the walls with only the 5 of us here. Pretty soon I find myself being drawn into their talk without meaning to.
Tomorrow? First thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning, ma'am.
The mundane talk isn't what catches my attention, however.
Very well. We'll have our lawyers prepare everything as soon as possible. Let's make this whole thing easier for everyone, shall we? Just let me know if there's anything you need from me. You know how to contact me, yes?
Got your mobile number saved here already.
Good. It's just a matter of time then.
It's a brief moment. A fleeting shift of my eyes.
Monday for us, Marianne.
As long as you're positive, we won't be having any problems by that time. You can count on my team.
You worry too much. Let me handle those things. Do be thrilled, though. I imagine it's not every day you get projects like this, hmm?
And the instant I turn my gaze on him, I see it.
Oh, I'm certain Mint's ecstatic, Buttercup. Aren't you, Marianne? You know, we could all celebrate this with a few drinks. Why don't we?
He's such a sly snake. I fucking hate him.
In fact, there's this really excellent Irish pub I visited a few days ago.
Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You're already cheating on your wife, shut up. Looming, hovering over his shoulders, drawn to him like a moth to a flame. A dark blur. No, a shadow.
I think I'll pass on that, sir. I have more important matters to attend to.
Oh, I just noticed that. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? There's actually a shadow over him right now. That is weird.
You heard her, love. She's busy.
What a shame. You never let me do anything fun.
But as I try to make sense of it, a heavy feeling descends over my whole body. It happens without warning, forcing my eyes close. The sensation creeps to every part of me, crawling under my skin and draining me little by little of any strength. Before I know it, my hand is gripping the nearby door for support. The sudden nausea drowns out their voices and what little sound there is. All except for the whispers and laughters. Judging, mocking, taunting, muffled, inaudible words bearing down on me like a death sentence. They wrapped around my neck and limbs, binds tightening with every syllable, every utterance. And with each draw of breath I take, they drag me down slowly, almost painfully into a bottomless abyss. Man, if I didn't mess that up, that would have been so good. On and on and on, till the sound turned into mere distant echoes. Until suddenly, it shatters.
Well, what are we waiting for? Are we done here?
His voice rips through the fog like a sharp blade, and my eyes snapped open. When I look at them again, it's gone.
You can head back to the car first if you want, Luke. I hope that settles everything, Rose. I don't know what Isabel's problem is, but please make sure she doesn't hurt herself. Anyway, we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Likewise, ma'am.
No shadows or dark clouds. Only amicable smiles and cordial handshakes. The usual pleasantries as Miss Cooper leads them out of the manor like a graceful host. None of the group seems to have noticed it. And even as I force my breathing to calm down, keep my eyes trained on their backs and wait for something to happen, but it doesn't come back. She returns a moment later, Gently, she closes the great door behind her, but there's a smile on her lips and an extra skip in her step when she walks back to me. Whatever she was discussing with the group had put her in a good mood. Even she appears to have not observed anything odd. Was I just seeing things?
Glad that was over. It's been a long day. I thought for sure we were going to... hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You look a bit green.
It's all good. I'm actually still recovering from a cold. Weather's been crazy lately.
That must be it. The weather is stupid cold, and the friendly warnings I'm too stubborn to listen to. As much as I hate to admit it, Isabella's right. I was and still am a little feverish when she visited me at school this morning. The medicine helped, of course, but only some. Although it's not like I can't function, it did get better after lunch, and I was able to go through my schedule like the usual. Now I'm not sure. However, I can't keep acting like I've seen some sort of apparition when it's anything but. I simply must have listened to too many times to Isabella last week. My fever-muddled mind has started to confuse things. If it doesn't let up, I just need another visit to my doctor. Plain and simple. Though I do hope it won't get worse. I did promise to watch Zachary's film together.
I know what you mean. I've been complaining to Isabel. It doesn't seem to affect her much, though. Must be because she grew up in the tropics. Anyway, shall we? She's probably hanging out with the rest of the catering staff.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised she's there. She eats like 10 hungry men when she isn't feeling well. Lead the way.
With a small nod, she gestures for me to follow. I do so without much thought, finally putting everything in the back of my mind. I'm going to bed now, have a fun stream, don't get jump scared. Well, we haven't got jump scared today, so that's fine. We got jump scared last time though. There's a clip for that. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Hokuto. Have a good sleep and a nice rest of your evening. Hopefully you don't get nightmares. While waiting at the mansion, Rebecca overheard a brief conversation between the Wright couple, their interior designer and estate agent, Rose Cooper. It was discovered afterwards that Isabella had left a few hours ago. The entire visit took a whole 24 minutes, and my trip to the mansion, as it turns out, is a useless endeavor in itself. Isabella is no longer there, left shortly before I arrived. Or at least, that's what the few staff who saw her assumed. None of them knew where she went, but I could take a few guesses. There's only a number of places in Luxbourne she frequents, and, well, she's never been that complex kind. Doesn't really take a genius to figure it out. Still, it's odd she left on her own. She could have at least waited for Miss Cooper. It would have saved her paying the cab's fare twice today.
And right after she was told to stay put! I mean, who does that? Oh, sod off! You don't own the road!
In the end, all Miss Cooper could give me were a string of apologies for my troubles, and a request to let her know when I find Isabella. The whole affair didn't even last long. I probably spent more time traveling back and forth. Soon enough, I'm weaving my way back to downtown Luxbourne, worried sick, and on top of that, maybe a little annoyed. Whether at the unexpected turn of events or at Isabella herself, I'd rather not think about it. I'd rather not think about it. Oh, I'd rather not think for it now. I missed a word. Not when I'm already running late for Zachary's film. Besides, I'm perfectly sure that's where I'll find her. As one expected, people are already gathered at the movie house when I get to it. A small avenue where it's located. The small avenue where it's located has been closed off early from any passing traffic to make way for the avid moviegoers who are sure to crowd the venue. I have to park almost a street away and walk the remaining distance because of it. Looking for them has taken a while in a crowd this big, but I eventually spot them near the entrance. Excuse me. Thanks to Zachary mostly. And like I've surmised, Isabella's with them.
I knew it.
Wasting no time, I marched over their little group. Words filled with concern tumbling out of my mouth before I can stop myself.
Isabella! Oh, thank goodness! Becca, you're just in time.
An odd expression crosses her face as I hold it with both hands. But I ignored it in favor of getting a good look at her, forcing herself to keep still and fix her gaze at me.
Becca, you're squishing my face. How are you? Are you all right? Why wouldn't I be?
There doesn't seem to be any visible injury, nor does she appear to be in pain. Apart from her confusion, frowned at my question, she looks pretty much like how she would any other day. Even so, I can't really tell those things with her at first glance. The last time she got sick, she never bothered to call anyone, even me, who lives right next door. If I hadn't checked on her then, she probably would have died in her bed, with the rest of us none the wiser. It's one thing we laugh about now, but moments like those also teach you something about a person. If anything, it was giving me more reason to constantly worry about her. And that's where I'm gonna have to stop for today, because we're all out of time. So I'm gonna save the game. I'm not double save because I am a double saver, so I am paranoid that my save doesn't go through. Anyways. Thank you, Little Thief, so much for coming to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We're gonna hunt for somebody to raid now. And thank you guys so much for sticking by if you came by from the raids. I know some people don't do that, but thank you guys so much if you did. If you're not already in the Discord server, to join the Discord server. There's the Discord server. Thank you, Ozzy. If you're not already following me on my socials, do follow me on all my socials if you're so inclined. And here is your raid message, everybody. Oh, I did double the exclamation mark. There's your raid message. If you don't have the emote, there is your raid message. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. The game is still as thrilling as ever. I still have a love and hate relationship with this dumbass game, and that's okay. I hate this game, but I also love this game. This game is very, very good. Like, props to the devs and the team for making this game because it's hella good, but it's hella horrifying. I hate it and I love it. While I'm looking for somebody to raid, I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm going to build my Minecraft house in my new world before we get to my Minecraft stream, so that I at least have a place to stay before we begin my stream. I'll be making a courtyard and everything. So I hope you guys will be ready for the wonderful house that I will make before we get to my Minecraft stream. Hopefully I'll be able to make that tonight, or at least make a start to it tonight. And you guys will be able to see it one day when we get to our Minecraft stream, right? I hope you guys will look forward to it. I have big plans for my new house. And there is no way I'm gonna make it during survival mode because I'll never get it finished. So I'm gonna make it before we get to it, and I'll give you guys a house tour. How does that sound? Does it sound good? I'm sure it does. I'll give you guys a wonderful house tour. When we get to my Minecraft streams, because by then I should be finished with it? Question mark. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Okay, so we're gonna raid Ren, who is currently playing Elden Ring. It's been such a hype, and I haven't been able to play it, so we might as well go see someone who is playing it, right? Right. If you guys want to, I might, big fat might, stream my house building in my Discord. So if you guys pop by, maybe you'll be able to see it. Let me think. What else? I might stream it, but I don't know if I will. So if I do, I will let you guys know in the Discord server. So thank you all once again for coming, and I'll see you, my little thieves, in the next one. Bye.